I decided to make a video where I show you my Harry Potter book collection. Well, book collection plus a bit of my Funko Pop collection for Harry Potter, as I put them together. So, and I just want to note, no, those are not all of the books I have, but it's definitely the most of them. And in terms of the copies that I would read the most, yeah, those are the ones. Here's the illustrated editions of the books. Those are in Swedish. They are cheaper and more available than the import ones. So whenever there's a new release of them, I get it. Though I have never actually read one in full. But I did look through the illustrations. Essentially, the point of me buying these copies is for the illustrations. And apparently, there's another there's another illustrated edition that is coming out, but not getting this one. I'm pretty much done with the Harry Potter collecting at this point. Apart from few minor updates. Here are my American editions of the books. All of them are second-hand apart from the number 6 and 7, though I do have another copy of number 6 that is second-hand. This one, I might actually replace it, and this is my current read right now too. You can see that there's a water damage to the pages, and I knew of it before I bought the book, and it doesn't really bother me all that much, but I would like to have the book in the best condition possible, so I might replace it at one point. So here's the Goblet of Fire in American edition. I actually got the first 4 in a set. So yeah, those are from one same box set. Now the 5th one is actually the first American edition I've got, and actually what me buying it was what made me decide to pick up the rest, and those are essentially my main Harry Potter copies which I read. So the Half-Blood Prince, the dust jacket on this one. I do have 2 on the same time, because here's the thing with the Half-Blood Prince. I actually replaced it, and that's because my first version of the Harry Potter book, of this book, was damaged. It was basically split in the middle. I tried saving it. It didn't go so well. I still have the book, but I decided to just go ahead and pick up the completely new copy. However, the issue was that the new copy, like the new dust jacket for this book, I think like it didn't have the logo in here, and all the other ones have it. So I just put it on. It doesn't really matter all that much. And then we have Deathly Hallows. Here are the Funko Pops for Harry Potter. We have Hermione, Harry, and Ron. And up here I have Ginny on the broom. Now I'm going to move these, but I will not be taking out the 4th book because of Ginny. So this is not the first copy of this book I had in this particular variant. I had a newer, the first version of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in English I had is actually from very similar to this set. It's just like the newer edition of it. So I actually found it alongside The Prisoner of Azkaban. This is the second Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets I had in English. Let's see, I might at this point just take her out. And there's the Prisoner of Azkaban. Now, the previous copy from this set I had was exactly the same, just smaller. So I just wanted it to fit better. Now I will be picking up the first 3 books of this edition if I find them in hardback. But as those are really hard to come by, and I don't really have expenses to buy them from eBay, I'm fine with those as they are for now. And then we have Goblet of Fire. Now, here's the thing. While looking at the... because the first 3 books, they are obviously second-hand. Same goes for this one, obviously. It is really hard to come by Goblet of Fire in this edition in hardback in the second-hand stores. Not sure why. I actually found the paperback with this copy, which I still have. It's just one of the books I have hidden because, you know. So I found it, and it was really cheap as well. I believe I got it alongside 2 Stephen King books, which were also really cheap. So it's happy. I don't necessarily mind the, you know, off coloring on the dust jacket. But if I ever find a Harry Potter book, you know, this book, but with completely good dust jacket, I will buy it. Which is the same I did for this one. This is actually the original copy of the book I had, or the original hardcover of the Order of the Phoenix. I got it in 2017, but it didn't have a dust jacket. So I have bought another one, basically the same one with only dust jacket, and I just moved the dust jacket from one to the other, which, you know, it works. Let's go down a bit. We have Dumbledore here. It is a bit dark. I think I will move the light a bit so you can all see. Alright. Just give me a second. Alright, it should hold. So, not perfect, but it certainly works. No, it fell. Alright, now it should work much better. Now, so we have the Half-Blood Prince, and I also have the same exact copy of Half-Blood Prince in hardback, because the same exact thing happened with the book. So I just got you know, the new version which had dust jacket, and I just moved the dust jacket from the newer set, from the newer book I bought to this old one. And you know, the older one has you know, it is not in as good condition as the one I have, so that's that. And then Deathly Hallows. This is actually the only one book of the set that is not bought secondhand. I bought this one in 2017. No, sorry, 2007. Just after the release. I was still living in Poland, and it was before the Polish version of the book was released. I went with my grandmother to the store, and we had found this. I looked and, oh my god, this is Harry Potter, the 7th book, I need this. As I said, at this point the 7th book wasn't out yet in Poland, so I haven't read the book though, unfortunately. So moving on, we have the adult editions of the books, and here's the original adult versions in paperback. which they made only for the first 4. I really like this covers, and actually the Prisoner of Azkaban in this version is not in the greatest conditions of those, but I don't feel like I will be replacing this one, to be honest. And then we have Goblet of Fire, and then there are the hardcovers for books 5, 6, and 7. And the reason why I am putting those together is, well, I don't have the first 4 for one set, and there are no last 3 for the other, so I just put them together, and I feel like it works quite nice. Now, this is another example of the books. If I find the first 4 or any of the first 4 in this edition, I will pick it up. But I'm mainly looking at the secondhand stores I walk in and see. I wouldn't necessarily go on eBay to buy one. So moving to the side, we have another set of the hard, of the adult editions. Now, I did make a mistake because I bought some of them in paperback, some of them in hardback, and I just don't feel like upgrading them. Now, these 2 first books of this newer adult edition are not books I'm going to read. I want to have them in the mint condition they are in. I do like the Chamber of Secrets cover. Now, the Prisoner of Azkaban in this hardcover, apart from the American version, which I showed you before, is possibly my go-to copy, to be honest. Definitely my go-to copy in terms of British ones. Then we have the Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix, which is the first one I got from this set, and I actually started reading from this book, so it's not in the mint condition. But this is basically the set I want to keep in as best of the condition I can, because those are gorgeous books. We have Half-Blood Prince, as well as the Deathly Hallows. And the Deathly Hallows is another one which I don't see me reading, to be honest. And here is like the promotion for the 4th book, the third book, I mean, in the House edition. So, which I'm actually going to show you now. We have the current 5 House editions. Now, I'm a bit late on these ones, to be honest. I didn't want to get them at first, but I actually did buy the 4th one earlier this year. I got the 5th one when it was released, and then I decided to pick up the first 3. I ordered them on the internet, so. And the actually the Order of the Phoenix, this Order of the Phoenix copy, I want to keep this in as good condition as possible too, but this Order of the Phoenix is some like the size of it and the look of it. I really want to read it, but now I see that actually it is quite dirty. I didn't notice this one before, to be honest. So moving over, and one detail which I don't like about the book is the first one has a green font, while the rest has the silver one, which is the same as this one. No, this one is gold. So here's the Goblet of Fire. Now, I did have all the other books, like the first 4 books of this set in paperback, including the Goblet of Fire. I gave Goblet of Fire to one friend, and I gave it to my coworker, and then I gave first 3 to my friend. So I do have the 5th one, and this is also like when it comes to paperbacks, and if I just want to read the Harry Potter book in paperback, or I'm going somewhere, though I do have a ebook of this. This is one of my favorite Harry Potter books, but if I'm ever going to travel somewhere and I want a physical Harry Potter book to read, this is the one I will take. I also have the paperbacks for 6 and 7 book here, but it's in my basement. So here we have Dobby and my original Harry Potter books with a. It is basically the, the back of the book, for the paperback, just that came with the book when I've got it. First 4 are paperbacks. This one is actually the very first Harry Potter book I've got. As you can see, those are basically the same as the American ones. See, though, and the reason why I wasn't so keen on getting American versions at first was I already knew that they look basically the same as the American ones. The Polish and the American ones look basically alike. It's just the American ones, once I actually have had the book and I hold it in my hand, I already noticed the difference that the font is bigger, illustrations are bigger, and the book itself is bigger and has a larger, it has better quality of paper. So yeah. A little extra here. This is basically the Goblet of Fire in the adult editions, but in Swedish. I do have entire set of them in traditional Swedish version. It's just I didn't have place to put it here. The Cursed Child, which, let's be honest, I don't consider to be a canon story. Here we have the last batch, which is the Fantastic Beasts, the original screenplay. Now, I actually read the screenplay for this book before I watched the film. It was 2016. I didn't have money to go to the cinema, so I rented a screenplay, and I got the book itself earlier this year because I just wanted to have it, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to getting myself a copy of Crimes of Grindelwald screenplay, though not yet. Here we have the magical world of Harry Potter. My newest pickup for Harry Potter books is this Philosopher's Stone. I found it in a secondhand store, and I just really like these signature editions of books. The third and the fourth one, which I'm showing you now, are actually the first versions of these books I had in English, and I might actually do an exception with these and get the rest of the set off eBay at some point, because it was like having the free books at least of them. I do see how great they look together. So, though this would be another set which I wouldn't necessarily read, but it may have been my go-to if I were to read it. It would be my go-to paperback set. And here's my first Harry Potter book, first Chamber of Secret, which I had in English. So it's my second copy, and I just found these Goblet of Fire here too. Now, I will not show you more books, but I can tell you that I have more of this set. I have 2 more books. I have the third one and the 7th one. Same size of this, just with the original covers for the British set. I do have a second, no, the third one, fifth one, sixth one, and the seventh one. And I do have first 5 in large paperback, and some of them you can already see. So so yeah, there are a few more books which I'm not showing you, but honestly I don't have enough space for it. So yeah, that's it.